G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel Bonsai Works. I'm David. I just want to firstly apologise for the volume on these videos. My recording devices died on me and I'm having to resort to just a normal microphone to hopefully pick up my voice. So I'm looking at working on that to get it fixed. But today I am going to rewire and fix this tree, this beautiful Japanese black pine. It's a huge tree. Beautiful old trunk. There's my hand, so pretty decent size if you can see that. Pretty big tree. I initially actually worked on this tree with Bjorn when he was here in 2017, 18, somewhere in there. We actually fully wired it, but now it's in due for another rewire as these things happen and how the tree is. So it's quite a nice tree, really nice tree actually. But it needs a lot of work, rewiring work. The pads have all gone out of shape. The tree's grown excessively wire. I've taken most of the wire off. There is still some wire on that tree from probably 5, 6, 7 years ago when Bjorn and I did it. But all in all, it's actually looking pretty good. But I will have to wire it fully to get it looking good. There's no doubt about it. I think once it's fully wired, it'll be a nice tree again. There it is before, I guess. I'll take you through the process. Pretty much I'm going to start cascade branch first, set that all in position, wire everything out. You can probably see the padding. This is all gone out of shape. This is really out of shape. So that needs a lot of work. Probably start there, work my way into this branch, and then come out here to put this branch back in place and then finish off the tree. So probably use a lot of the wire that's on there already, but remove things that aren't working in terms of wire and then rewire parts that need it. But it's still, I've got time, candles haven't started to develop. You can just see the buds in the tree just appearing, so just starting to elongate. It's end of winter at the moment here in Melbourne, and so it's a good time still to get this work done before it gets in too much, the candles grow too much in spring. So it's my last chance to get this tree wired up and looking really good, and hoping it will look perfect for an exhibition next year. Maybe if I can get this looking good, I'll put it in an exhibition next year. So we'll see what happens with this tree. But let's start wiring, and I'll use copper wire at this stage on these trees. They're much more advanced, so they use copper wire for these trees. Thanks, and please bear with the volume. I will do my best to try and get it sounding right. So I'm progressing through the tree and wiring, and you can see how these branches are now in place. As I'm working my way up, you can see pretty much they're up and formed out and padded out and wired out and making, you probably just see something got pushed. Push that back down. Just trying to make more lines and more pads in the general. But if I pull back, you can see where I'm up to pretty easily now. You see how much work was being done in this section, and now we're left with this upper bit, and you can see everything now is clearly going upwards. It's pretty clear now. Before we probably couldn't make it out, but now with a better view of the whole tree, you can see where we're at. So it's a matter of just continually wiring, rewiring the tree. I did a lot of wiring work to get these pads down. Needs to be a lot more work this tree in terms of thinning out and getting more smaller candles, smaller buds and smaller needles, but that just takes time, and that's just following the process of summer decandling and then autumn bud selection, needle plucking and so on. So I'm just in the top section now here, and I'm going to wire that all down, hopefully reduce the height of the tree a little bit and make it more rounded. And you can probably see how the tree is going to finish up. It's looking pretty good already, but yeah, almost there. So here's how the pine ended up looking. I'm pretty happy with the overall result. There's a few little gaps here and there that I hope to fill in the future, but overall looking good. It's a little tall, but I think in real life it looks a lot better than in 2D. Sorry, it's very windy and I still haven't got my sound sorted on these videos, but overall was happy with how whole tree came together. Thinned out a little bit more in the top, always try and go for less foliage and a little bit more foliage, get rid of the heavy stuff at the top and thin out the rest. It still needs to be thinned out, but a little bit more. But this year I'm trying to let it go and get lots of new candles and see where it ends up being. The actual over the tree looks pretty good from every direction. Everything's been wired down using copper wire. There are a few guy wires, but a lot of the heavy wires from previous times is now gone. So that's how we ended up with the tree, looking the way it does. And I'm pretty happy with the result. Again, apologies for the sound. It's just unfortunate that I've screwed up my recording devices and I'm stuck doing normal sound. But anyway, at least you get an idea of how much work's involved trying to tidy up a tree and get it looking much better. So if in the future of this tree is more defined pads, much more defined, much more clear. There's some good ones there, but then over here on this left side it gets a bit muddled, so I really want to get these a bit more developed and then a bit more refined. And the apex is doing well. I thinned it out quite a bit, so it looks a little bit thinner, but overall it's a pretty good shape. Alright, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you around for more videos.